Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here, and welcome to day number 84. Is it on our stream? Wow. Echo 84. Incredible, absolutely incredible. We've got this far already. I just want to say that if you're not subscribed already, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've hit 1,500 subs. We're trying to get to 2,000, the big 200 before the end of the year. So yeah, if you're not subscribed already, guys, make sure you subscribe. If you're not in the Discord server that we've set up, we've got about 350 members in there. Come and join us in there. It's really good for information, and yeah, a really good just place to hang out and just chat. So I'm sure you've seen by the thumbnail today, we are looking at Chromia and FELLBAT. So this bot has had extensive testing. If you talk to any of the play testers, we've had this bot for about 2 weeks, and yeah, she's swapped and changed back again, been buffed a few times. We've had arguments, we've had everything with this bot, honestly. But I really think that we've got it to a really good place now, and a really worthy bot. And I don't want to say, you know, a leaderboard worthy bot, because I don't like that phrase. I think all bots should be made equally regardless, but I'm sure that the top 5 players, or the top 5 teams, sorry, in the game will really like this. I really do. So we'll say a few hellos. We'll see who we've got in the chat as always. So as always, we've got Destroyer, who's first in the chat. Welcome. We've got Sharksy and Grand Galvatron and Silverbolt, our resident mods in the Discord server. Thanks for joining. We've got Stuck in Beta. We've got Ender as well. Who else have we got? We've got Sibcus. Welcome. We've got Trios Theory in the house. Welcome, brother. Yeah, make sure that later on you check out Trios Theory's FELLBAT video. That should be coming out soon from the con perspective. Obviously, as a bot, we try and follow FELLBAT slightly, but obviously cover Chromia a bit more. So make sure you go and check out Trios Theories if you are a con, because yeah, he'll be getting a lowdown on FELLBAT and having a lot more FELLBAT action. PG, how's it going? PG10, Jason Rowley, Blur. What else have we got? Windchaser, Big Prime Ting, William Wilkinson. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got all the regulars in the chat today. So I've given a few clues over the past few weeks. I've been saying how the play test has been going. So what we're going to do first, we'll have a look at it in the showroom first. Have a look at FELLBAT in the showroom as well. There she is. Gotta say, I think she looks really good. Really cool, especially as a car. You can call it a car, suppose. But yeah, very cool. Quite impressed. Think it's basically done a really good job of the design. I really like that. Pretty cool. We'll have a look at FELLBAT. So no, we're not, because they'll give me FELLBAT. You know, that's for it. Sorry, guys. I'm really not. I did ask, but hey, wow. So if you want to see FELLBAT, then yeah, you got to go and check Trios's video out. Epic fail. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll look at the bot stats. Obviously, they're the same for the Corner Autobot. We don't have differences like used 2 years ago. They're both mirrored. They're both the same. So let's have a look. So ignore the. I think that the thing might change. We've said it might get a bit confusing with Optimus Prime's insignia, so that could change. But the ability is to place an EMP shock tower that has half your health and 74% of your damage, and it can disable nearby defenses. It lasts for 30 seconds. and explodes when destroyed or expired, dealing 3.5 times more damage. So 3.5 times the DPS. So this Chromia, level 58 to 8. So the shock tower will have 50% of her health. So that's around 6,500 health, 74% damage. So that is about 220 damage. But the main thing, not the damage, it's more the EMP. But it lasts for 30 seconds. It is absolutely crazy. And then on death, it will do about 1,000 damage here or there. But it's not based around damage. It's based around EMP. Yes, Jason. Well, when we first sort of made her, it was more like an EMP laser. And we all said that it was too much like Huffer, really. And it didn't really look good. And I'll be honest with you, it's probably overpowered at the start. So we had to change it. And then it went totally the different wrong way. We said we weren't happy with it. It needed buffing. And we literally just buffed it and buffed it and buffed it and buffed it. And it's got better and better and better. There was a bit of an argument over whether we should use it to pop outposts or not. And SpaceX decided not to. They said that at the minute, it's a very good ability and very useful. And they didn't want to give it too many uses. So then it gets to a point where it can be a bit OP. So it doesn't pop outposts, guys. But for me, I think that's a good thing. If you're trying to solo the bot, sometimes, like with Gnaw, you want to avoid them outposts so you can use it to avoid them and path around it. So, yeah, really good. But what we'll do as well, we'll look at the 3-star as well. So look at the 3-star, and this is the big one. So look at the 3-star. So you can see again, EMP Shock Tower, that has 40% of your health, so only a 10% difference. So 40% of your health, 74% damage, lasts for 30 seconds, 3.5 times more damage. So the 3-star is a lot like the 4-star. The main thing is the health and damage. That's the big difference. And you can see there, what I've done is, I've added an attack core to Chromia to improve her damage, which will then give her even more damage, that makes sense, on her ability. So what you could do is, if it's got 40% health, you can add a health core to that to give her that boost in health so that, you know, with certain cores on the 3-star, the 3-star will easily get close to how the 4-star will behave. So those that are going for the top 100, you know, I said many times in the playtest chat that, you know, the top 100 guys deserve a good bot this time around because, you know, there's too many times where we've had a 3-star bot where we looked and thought, you know, it's not really worth leveling. And Brainstorm was close to that. It was a good bot. But I really think that this bot is really worth leveling even as a 3-star. I really do. And I'm not just saying that in, you know, I've said many a time that I'm not paid by SpaceX. And my aim is to get the best value for money from you guys. And yeah, I am going to promote things, but I'm only going to promote things if I fully believe that. And I really do believe that the 3-star is really good because it's close to the 4-star in ability. It's only the health and the damage which really makes a difference. And that's huge in big wars, granted. But yeah, it's a really, really good bot. There's something else I wanted to add before we'll go anyway. Are they going to be crystals where you have the chance to get the 2, 3, or 4? So the top 100 get the 3-star, the top 5 get the 4-star. There is chance crystals throughout half of that. I think top 50 maybe. And most people will get the 2-star, I think, in the leaderboard. So yeah, the 2-star has 30% of the bot's health and 74% damage. So the damage is exactly the same. The damage is exactly the same. It's not changed at all. The only thing that has changed is that the 4-star has 50% of the bot's health, the 3-star has 40%, and the 2-star has 30%. So before we go into an attack, I just want to sort of put something out there as well. So when we were sort of designing this bot, we said that, you know, on attack, she's pretty good. But on defense, I think she's arguably one of the best outpost bots in the game. Because think about it. If you've got a walk team and your team is getting stunned for 30, seconds. That is ridiculous. So you've got to plan a whole attack just around that one outpost. So like we do with Cheetor, like we do with Slash, where you think, right, Slash is in the outpost. I need to pop it. I need to use tracks. I need to do whatever I can because Slash is devastating. Like we do for Cheetor, exactly the same. It's exactly the same for Chromia and FELLBAT. 30 seconds of stun. So the likes of Red Alert will be essential when you've got Chromia in outpost. And I will guarantee in top level wars over the next month, we will see a lot of Chromias and FELLBATs in outpost. Absolutely crazy. And Trios has made a good point there about raids. That, 30 seconds of stun is crazy. But I also want to put it out there that my only issue with the bot was not the bot itself, was the shock tower's health. Having about 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 health, 7,000 health, say, it's around there. It's going to die quite quickly. That's around the health of what a gunner has. And you've got to be really careful in where you position it. So I've been trying to attack with it on solo. And it can get quite difficult at high levels because of the health of the bot. No, I keep saying the bot. Because to be honest with you, when we first got it, it was a build bot. And we just said it looked ridiculous. But that was just for testing when we first got it. So it's a shock tower. So yeah, putting it in front of the bot can be quite difficult because it's got small, short health. And obviously putting behind your bots, it hasn't quite got the range. So you've got to find a sweet spot. So it is a matter of just trying it out. But I am getting accused of stalling by stuck in beta. Is it? No? Sorry, by Sharksy. I'm getting accused of stalling. So we'll get right to it. So as always, I like to try it in a lower zone first, just so we can see the ability, see a last. We don't want to die in within seconds. So yeah, we'll take Chromia. So she's got no cores, nothing else with her. So we'll literally go in, have a battle. We'll go into zone 10 and we'll see how she does. So what I generally do as well, guys, so I'm just going to show the bot, do a few attacks in a few different squads, something like that, just so everyone gets an idea of how the bot operates, how it works, the range, the cost, everything around that. And then tomorrow, if you join tomorrow's stream, I'm going to be getting requests of people on cores that you want to see on it, combos, different bots, and we'll try different combos out. And whatever combos or whatever bots you want to see it with, we'll test it out. A good idea whether it works in your team or not, whether it works with certain cores. If you're thinking that it'll work with Primus or whatever else, we can try everything out. So, I'm just going to drop Chromia for now. So there she is, looking pretty cool. So you can see, like I said, it has Optimus Prime's ability sign, but I think it change. It's slightly confusing. So we can drop Shock Tower there. And there's the Shock Tower you can see there, shooting, zapping out. But you can see there, the beam lasers hitting it quite hard. Mortars do still hit it because the shock tower stuns in between shots. So you can see that it's still getting hit. So it's kind of really, really slowing the defenses down. But what we can do is put shock tower there. Put shock tower down there. Put a shock tower up there. And you can see now we've got multiple shock towers on the base, all doing EMP. So yes, Sharks, you can spam them. And the ability is 3+4. So it's not too expensive either. So it can be good on a walk team, but like I said, you just got to be careful where you place it because it can get expensive at +4 quite quickly. Yeah, it is a big point increase. And like I said, the idea behind the big point increase is that we didn't want people to spam it too much because it gets a point there. We're just going to walk through a base, spamming it, and it's going to be quite OP. So yeah, it's been designed that way. It was 4+4. We said it was quite expensive, so they've made it 3+4. Grand Galmus said, will it be getting the worthless? Will we getting oh, you'll be getting the worthless 2-star. Well, the 2-star ain't too bad. Depends on your squad. I think for players, it should be amazing. I really do, even at a 2-star. Because, like I said, she's not a million miles away from the 4-star. Even at 2-star, again, I think that we'll see this with a lot of bots now. I think that we'll see that the 3-star and 4-star will be quite similar, but the health and damage of the bot is the big one. That's where it'll work. And yeah, and Sharks has made a point there that she does have a stun gun. So she's just a great stun bot in general. And I did mention if you're quite clever about it, I did mention in the stream yesterday, and I try and give little clues. The apes do it, I do it. And I said, I'd like to see how a stun team works. And I wonder how she would work with Bumblebee and with Mirage and Silverbolt. So it could be really interesting. So I've asked someone about where the op bots, and it's because test server, these bases have not been set up basically. So at lower levels, we don't have any op bots. It doesn't pop outpost, like I said, by design. Some play testers asked for it, and Space Hit were a bit reluctant because it's so overpowered already. So they didn't want to, like I said. But I think, like I said, a really good bot. I really do. So it does, like I said, it does stun bots in an outpost. So if you're doing a walk or something and an outpost bot pops out, it will stun outpost bots. It will also work in a outpost. So we're going to try that as well. We'll do a couple more battles, like I said, so people can just get a good idea of what it does. We'll try it in a bit more powerful team against a more powerful base. We'll try it against some outpost bots as well. We'll have a look at in and outpost. So we're going to try everything. So guys, we're going to try and go for everything. Is anything you think I've missed? Anything you want to see? I don't want to start going. Can you try it with this team? Try it with that team? Try it with cores? But if something specific that you want to know, then stick it in chat and I'll see what I can do. So we'll go a zone higher. So when I was testing out, how I sort of worked it in higher zones is just putting it in between where your gunners and tanks are, or where your gunners are roughly. And it just helps your tanks a lot to stay alive by just reducing the damage. And I just want to emphasize as well that the shock tower does not stun them completely. So it doesn't work well on mortars. It doesn't work on shock towers at all. It doesn't work on mortars well, because the mortar fire rate is the similar stun rate to the stun on the shock tower. So for argument's sake, say the stun gun, the stun shock tower, sorry, stuns the mortar for 2 seconds, but the mortar shoots every 3 seconds, then the mortar will still shoot because of that 3 seconds. But it definitely slows the likes of turrets down, cannons, beam lasers. You know, those are the key sort of defenses that it really sort of hits hard. So again, we'll just drop Chromia. So because there's not a lot of defenses there, we can just spam that there, one there. You see there, it's got great range. Look at the range there. Let's just doing everything around it. It's even doing damage to like other targets as well. Yeah, I am going to show her an outpost as well. Don't worry, guys. Like I said, we are going to get to it. We'll do some attacks first in a lower zone, do an attack in higher zone. And I think that some of it may change. It's just that flip back that the scouts do. But she has been changed to a special bot because we asked for an increased health. So I think that she may lose that flip. May do. So it has sort of been finalized, as said, but it might be something they've overlooked or something they've changed for the actual server, but it's still there on the test server. So she is a special bot, so she may lose that flip. Just saying. See there, we can throw. It's got a good range as well, so we can throw it up there even as well. And if you noticed, quite clever, it's actually a pot for mind, which is clever. See there, it's stunning the outpost bots. They're doing occasional damage. She's taking some hits now there, though. She doesn't have great health. You really have to protect her. Really do. I think she's going down there, though. So, yeah, a really interesting bot, a really good ability, really powerful. And, yeah, I think it's better seen when using it in a squad. Because, like I said, it can get in danger quite quickly on its own. And you can't really put it behind Chromia. So, let's... we'll do an attack. Okay. Let's set a quick team up. So we'll set a quick walk team up, the general walk team that I use. So we're talking Rook. We'll take Chromia this time. We'll take Blaster. I haven't really set the cores up, but we'll give it a go just for the sake of the video. We'll take Sky Striker. We'll take Jetfire. We'll give 6 gun a go out. And we'll take 2 healers. Oh, we've got to take tracks, haven't we? And we'll take a healer. And we'll take Ratchet. There we go. Cool. Decent team. Let's go. So, like I said, I think that as an attacking bot, she's good. She's pretty good. She might not make some teams even. I don't think most teams. I think she might not make some teams. I think a lot of walk teams she will. Even a rush team she could make. But I think, like I said, we'll see a lot of these bots in outposts. We'll see a lot of Chromias and FELLBATs in outposts. I really do. Me personally, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going for leaderboard this weekend. I'm going for the 4-star. And yeah, I'm definitely going to put this bot in an outpost. And it's similar to tracks in that if you have a Chromia at level 1, it will still do the same amount of time. It will still be there for 30 seconds. Granted, the health will be atrocious at level 1. It'll have no health in it at all, but the seconds do not change. Whether it's 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, it will still stun for 30 seconds. It does not matter what star level. It really doesn't. So here we go. So what we're going to do now is, you see she's got a sort of ranged attack. So we are going to put it back here, the shock tower, out of range a bit. You see there, it's taking a lot of damage. And Chromia's died already. There's no point in showing it unless we're going to run with Chromia. I think we're going to do. I think we need to put flak on her because her pathing is mid-range like a jet. So obviously the likes of Skylings, the like of tracks, the likes of them sort of bots. So yeah, but she will lose her stun ability by obviously adding flak. So it's up to you. Do you want to path her with flak? Do you want to keep her stun ability? So it's a good option though. That on. I had cores on her to be fair, and I took them off just to the stream. So let's have a look. Where is share? So let's add the back on again. So we had Solus on as well. So I think Solus is a good option because then you've got a damage tower and you've also got a shock tower. So similar to Huffer. So we had Solus on and then we had Flak on. So we had 5-star on, but we'll put 4-star on. I think 5-star's a bit unachievable, so put 4-star on. Yes, you can hold Flak. So yeah, it does improve. But like I said, honestly, Honor with Solus, I was testing her out that way. And I'm honest with you, I've just got using her that way, like you do with Jets. And I took them off for the stream just to give you a good idea of actual damage and health and everything like that. And yeah, I just didn't put it back on again, to be perfectly honest. Okay, cool. And just a little disclaimer, obviously, this is obviously a test server, and it's not my actual server. It's not connected to global in any way. It's given to me by SpaceX to test the new bots. So no, I am not a hacker that I have been accused of in the past. The reason I've got 100 million coins is just so I can test things without limitations. That's all it is. Yeah, Destroyer, that most of these base layouts are from the top guys in the game. So if it works, then yeah, copy it. Give it a go. Let's put the tanks first. Put the gunners behind. I'm going to say Chromia's ability for the top. There's not much really to stun down here, so to speak. Sharksy. I wish. Okay, so going to walk through the base here. Might use a bit of sits when he gets in range. Take out that. Can't quite get it there with sits gun. Chromia stuck back there. Brilliant. She's trolling me. And there's Chromia. So now we're going to do a bit of spamming now. Spam that ability. Stun literally everything on the base. You can see there that all that side of that base is being stunned. And base down. And I think that the ways that it's going to work really well on attack is when you use maybe 2 or 3 together, and it is a lot of ability points. So on maybe a walk team where I think many a time I've been attacking bases and I will get 80% through the base. And a lot of people have defenses behind the HQ nowadays. And once you get to there and you run out of ability points, you can really struggle. So if you've got Chromia in your team and there's beam lasers or there's mortars or launchers behind the HQ around the shield gen, you could literally throw a shock tower in the middle of those and it will literally just shock them. So you can easily hit the HQ. So like I said, there's a few uses like that. But when you just drop one on its own, especially if you drop it in front of Chromia on its own, it gets hit quite quickly. It gets destroyed quite quickly. So if you're going to do it in a walk team, put it behind your bots to try and stunt anything that's close to them. If you're going to use it in a GTR team, which is similar to a walk team, but you could also use it at the end behind the HQ. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a bit of a switch round. We're going to move this round a minute. So we'll put it there. What's a GTR team? GTR team is tracks and ruck. So you generally have ruck to pop outpost. You have track to cover and a lot of gunners. Probably about 4 gunners in a team. So yeah, and I generally use blaster myself with healers. But yeah, gunners, tracks, and ruck. Okay. All right, Grand Galvatron, yeah. It would help, wouldn't it? It'll put Chromia in the outpost. No, I didn't. You're right. We can go back. Okay, let's try again. Chromia in an outpost. So there we go. What I'm going to do though, will take effect. We'll leave it at that for now. We'll leave it at that. Okay. I'm going to go back in. She is now Sharksy. Just put her in. Okay, cool. So let's put one back down first. There she pops. And there it is. There it is. So like I said, especially with one bot like that, it's going to stun it quite easily. We put another bot down over here. I think the problem arises is when you put more bots down. And that's where they will start to do damage to the shock tower. But still, you can see there, 30 seconds. Now it's down. So, like I said, if you can make it last for 30 seconds, couple it with other outposts, it will do very well. On its own, though, because of its health, it goes down quite quickly. So again, it's a bit of sort of knowing where to put it really, and not understanding where it's going to drop, and not putting it in a position where it's going to get killed easily. That's my only gripe with this bot, and I swear to God that is it. Like I said, it can die quite quickly, but I think that's a playoff. It'd be massively OP to have a bot in an outpost with mass health on the shock tower that stayed alive for 30 seconds without anything being able to attack it. So, yeah. So, what we'll do is we'll move this, put it back where it should be. We'll put the shock towers just a bit slightly forward, like this. So what we'll do, we'll change these around. No gold shock, so it'll have to be let's put bronze ones on, I think. Let's put bronze ones for now. We'll upgrade them just for the sake of it. For tomorrow, I will get some gold shocks. And then we can really test it out. Quit that. We'll do a silver one on here. Well, to be fair, we're attacking from one side, so we'll just do on one side, can't we? Okay, cool. So, restart. 3-star stun on Shock Tower. We've got Chromia in the outpost. Let's see how it goes. Zero, I still can't tell what her ability is. She basically drops a Shock Tower for 30 seconds. So a Shock Tower that has stun, she basically drops one of those. So here we go. So we'll slow it down a bit with the ability. There we go. Chromia's popped. We've got a stun Shock Tower. There was some complaints as well that we said that the Shock Tower is quite hard to be seen mid-battle, which you can see is there. You can see the effect from both, but yeah, you can see there that stun. The team is totally stunned right now. Half it from the Shock Tower, half it from Chromia's ability. See there, it's stunned again. And pretty much the whole team is stunned there. The Shock Tower's down, so that's not coming from the Shock Tower. That is coming from Chromia's ability. There it is again. And you see there, look, we're 30 seconds in now. You see the Shock Tower there now? There it is. And you can see there that the bots are just getting absolutely nowhere. Now the Shock's down. We can see that is absolutely crazy. Marcus has asked, can you at least freeze it or stun it with a Shock Tower with a boost? Have a go, but we'll have a look, because what could be interesting is if you can hack it. That'd be interesting. We'll try hacking it. See if we can actually hack that. I imagine you can, because it's not actually a building. It's yeah, it will grind time. Yeah, if Chromia dies, the tower will still remain for 30 seconds. It will, and then still do 1,000 damage on death as well. So yeah. No, it can't stun Shock Towers. Nothing can stun Shock Towers by design. We did ask that when we first. After this battle, I'll have a quick run through of what the ability was, why we changed it, and how we changed it, and you'll understand why it went the way it did. Okay. We've got a hack. We've got a EMP as well. We can try that. We'll try hack first. Yeah. So attack round 2. We'll just fast forward a bit. So I'll try and hacking it there, and it's not worked. You cannot hack it. It's literally gone to that cannon there. It's just jumped when I pressed it. So no, you cannot hack the shock tower. I imagine Nanofrost won't work either because they target defenses as such. And outpost box, you can't target blast. I suppose you can with an EMP. We'll try that. You can't actually target sometimes blasters minions with, hack or anything like that. But you can EMP them, so we'll try that. Brian says you'd have to be able to see it to hack it. Yeah, it can be quite hard to see on the battlefield because how crazy it is. But then, Fabian made a point that if it is too big, then it'll maybe take up too much room and look a bit out of place. So yeah, it is a playoff. Like I said, it's hard to balance these things. You don't want it too big, you don't want it too small. But maybe with feedback, they might make it a bit bigger. I think that was our feedback, and it was actually smaller than that, believe it or not. It was the size of a BuildBot. So it may be bigger on release. But yeah, like I said, any feedback you've got, give it to the apes after this weekend, and I'm sure they'll make some changes. Especially if it's just a visual change. It's a visual change. It's nothing to do with balance. It's not going to change anything. It's just a visual change and a quality of life change, so to speak. So don't forget that it has 50% of her health. So that's 5% health. So you're not going to take it out with a boost either. But then again, outpost bots have less health. So they only have is it 6%, 70% health? So 70% of their health is 7,000. So about 3,500 health. And you can see the shock tower goes to sort of the radius of the nearest bot. So we'll stun that. And no, the EMP hasn't worked. So no, you cannot EMP it either. So like I said, pretty OP, pretty overpowered, crazy ability. You can still see there, it is still stunning them gunners. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Will Red Alert negate it? Yes, he will. So using Red Alert will be huge right now. So if you have 4-star Red Alert, I really suggest that you level him up and maybe use him in a team. He's going to be a huge factor against Chromia. And to be honest with you, basically her ability is null and void. So, there is some things like that where I think that everything in the game, I've said that in the past, that everything in the game should have a counter. So Red Alert is definitely Chromia's counter or FELLBAT's counter in the game, without a doubt. Yeah, well, maybe, Marcus, you got to understand that, some of the top guys in the game can 300 a base very, very easily. There's some guys that are getting 300 even now. So in Prime League, on hard, with some of the hardest Prime League effects that we've ever had. And people are still hitting 300. So we do need some better outpost bots. It's really needed in the game. And I know that some lower end guys may get a bit frustrated with that. And, I've seen a lot of complaints about Prime League being too hard and things like that. But, some things are aimed towards the top guys in the game. But if you look at it vice versa, if you're a lower end guy and you're in a war against a top alliance and you put Chromia or FELLBAT in your outpost, you've got a huge advantage there. So yeah, all the top alliances may have, but eventually, and like I said, the 3-star is still good. The 3-star, it only has less health on the actual shock tower itself. If you put a 3-star in an outpost, it will still do 30 seconds of stun. It will still do the same amount of damage pretty much. The only real difference is that its health, it will have less health. So it'll die a bit quicker if getting hit by defenses. I have said, Gozza, that in terms of bots, in terms of cores, things like that, we're going to try it tomorrow. So if you tune in tomorrow, any requests you've got, you want to see it with a certain bot, against a certain bot, you want me to try it with Red Alert, showing you how it negates it, we'll try all that tomorrow. We've got a full hour or so tomorrow to test all that out fully. And we won't really go through it too much. Like I said, we've gone through it today, so we all know what the ability does. We all know how long it lasts. We know how powerful it is. So tomorrow we can literally just say, can you try it with this core, try it with this bot, and we can get a good idea how it'll fit in your team, so to speak. But yeah, Marcus, like I said, is more to. I wouldn't worry too much about it because the 3-star is just as powerful. So you could say, oh well, the top 5 in the leaderboard get this bot, and everyone else is stuck. But like I said, the 3-star is also overpowered. The 3-star is very much like the 4-star. So honestly, when you get the 3-star, I would honestly level the 3-star and put it in an outpost. I really would, even at level 50, say something like that. Because like I said, in terms of the stunning, then yeah, it is really OP. Bots like Red Alert that can, like I said, negate stun will be huge against this thing. Because what you got to remember is that I want to run through this quickly, and I'll go for the play testing. So even though, I mean, Red Alert's ability, have we got him on the test server? Let's have a quick look. Red Alert, let's have a look. So Red Alert, Red Alert, Red Alert, Red Alert. Oops, I can't see it for the chat. So even though Red Alert's ability, the ability 8, goes for 8.5 seconds, you might think, well, if Red Alert negates it for 8.5 seconds, but the ability lasts for 30 seconds, then that's going to massively outweigh Red Alert. But once you get out of that stun, the shock tower goes down pretty quick. And like I said, in terms of outposts, so a max outpost, so the bot has 63% HP. So going off 63%, so a 4-star Chromia at 63%, so she have around 7,000 health. And then because it's 50% of that, it has about 3,500 health at like 58. So, 3,500 health is not a ridiculous amount. It's half a shock tower. So if you can negate that stumping in 8 seconds and your bots can then destroy the shock tower, then it's null and void. There is ways around it. And I do honestly think that Space 8 will bring out more cores around this to prevent things and help things. I'm confident about it. I really am. There's been a lot of crying out for ways to combat against tracks, for ways to combat against Red Alert. So it'd be interesting to see what Space 8 reply. But yeah, a really, really good bot. So we do trivia as always. So in terms of trivia, if you haven't seen, we place the trivia in the Discord channel. You get to vote, and then we announce the winner live on stream. So if you voted in the trivia, congratulations. We are going to pick the winner. If you haven't, there's always tomorrow. So trivia. So let me just get the answers. Bear with me. So we've got that many right answers. Random number generator. That's the number we've got. So we asked the question, So in the stream last night, we showed 5 different war attacks. So which war attack did I not show? So answer A was GTR. No, we did. We showed Lord Dragger's GTR. C was a rush and smash, and that's the attack that I did that we showed. D was Elite Stomp that we showed from Bad Guy. Saber Sacrifice. Who was that from? Was that from Brasilia, I think? And Invincible Rush as well at Mega Blast, I think. And then yeah, so the only one we did not show was my famous cleanup crew. So yeah, the answer was B. And the winner is Giftmaster. So congratulations, number 7 on the list. So yeah, Giftmaster, if you are watching this, congratulations. You are a winner. And you just PM me, especially on Discord, saying you've won, and I will message you your link. And as I said with every single stream, that if you don't message me within the next week or so of anything that you've won, any codes left over, I'm going to go to the end of the month and I'm going to do one big giveaway with everything that's left over. So more for the rest. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate everyone for tuning in. And like I said, make sure you tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow that's your chance to ask any questions of Chromia, to put some certain things forward, certain scenarios. What calls? Will it work with this call? Will it work with this? Will it work with that? I'll do some more testing privately tomorrow, so I can maybe answer more questions around power cores and prime cores and what works best. And yeah, bring all your questions tomorrow. In the meantime, though, guys, like I said at the start of the video, please subscribe to the channel. It supports all your content creators. So whether it's me, Alpha Prime, Trios, Engineer Hoist. So yeah, if you like the content of your provider, then yeah, please just subscribe. It helps us a lot to push our channels forwards. And if you do like my videos, like my content, then please go and join our Discord server. It's got a lot of useful information in there. Not just my videos, but information on leveling bots up, spark costs, combat bot stats. It's got a lot of information in there, a lot of things. So it's just worth it there. If you ever need information to hand, you haven't got it, it's a good source of information, guys. It really is. All right. Thanks for everyone for watching. Really appreciate it. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow with another stream. Don't forget, on Friday, we'll be doing a extra long stream, and that will be for the leaderboard, where I believe it's going to be a top 6 race. So that's going to be super, super exciting. So yeah, work in the morning, back here, starting the stream. We'll be here all day, streaming my attacks, streaming the leaderboard. Pop in, pop out, come and have a chat. And yeah, we can watch the top 6 in action. Yeah, and we'll see you then. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you on Friday. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.